The opinions expressed in this video are my own and not those of SMA News Today, its parent company, BioNews, nor any other organization. These videos are intended to spark discussions about issues pertaining to spinal muscular atrophy and are not meant to be professional medical advice. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Morale Monologue. My name is Michael Morale. Okay guys, in this video, I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of a colostomy, an ileostomy, and a urostomy. And I'll get into each one here in just a moment. For those of you that don't know, a colostomy is a medical procedure that a colon rectal surgeon will perform on you to where instead of having to sit on the toilet to have a bowel movement, he or she takes your intestine and brings it out through the outer wall of your stomach, or from the inner wall of your stomach to the outer wall of your stomach, and then you wear a bag. And instead of sitting on the toilet and having a bowel movement through your rectum, you now have a bowel movement through this organ that he brought out, and it goes directly into a bag. It's still the intestine. It's still a fully functional live organ, but instead of using the bathroom through your rectum, you use it through this opening that he created in your stomach. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of those in just a moment, but let me explain what an ileostomy is. An ileostomy is the same thing as a colostomy with regards to it handles bowel movements. A colostomy is tied to your large intestine on the left side of your body, and an ileostomy is tied to your small intestine on your right side of your body, okay? And then a urostomy is that handles urine. So instead of sitting on the toilet and urinating through either a penis or a vagina, you actually urinate through a bag or into a bag. And I know people that have both a colostomy and a urostomy, and they live perfectly normal lives. So those are the three ostomies that I'm going to talk about today. You know, when my mother passed away in 2008, my father started showing signs of early onset Parkinson's. And he was getting to the point to where he was having difficulty picking me up out of my wheelchair, putting me on the toilet. Then after I'd go to the bathroom, he'd put me back in my chair. I'd roll over to the bed. He'd pick me up, put me in bed, help me get dressed, and then put me back in my wheelchair. And this took about 45 minutes each time that we did it. And there were times that I had to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day, you know, and my father was to the point to where he was getting weak. It got to the point to where a few times he picked me up to put me on the toilet. Both of us ended up on the floor. So my doctor referred me to a colon rectal surgeon. And when I went to the surgeon, I took my father with me, and the surgeon was fantastic. He was a great man, and he saw what my father was having to go through as my caregiver. And he was a Christian man, the surgeon that I'm talking about, and he knelt down next to my father and explained, you know, hey, Nick, you're never going to have to put Michael on the toilet again. This is going to make it so much easier for him and so much easier for you. And it has. Now, I'm 60 years old, and I've had my colostomy for just over 10 years, and I can tell you that that colostomy has changed my life. I used to be scared to go out. I wouldn't go to baseball games. I wouldn't go out to eat with family or friends because I was afraid that if I was far away from home, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles away from home, what if I started having cramps? I can't just sit on any toilet. I had to come home and use mine. And I didn't want to be that far away from home because what if I couldn't wait till I got home? And I didn't want to put myself in that kind of a compromising position. So this colostomy that I've got now has really changed my life. I'm not afraid to leave the house anymore, and it is fantastic. So if you're at the age like I am, or if you're under the same stipulations, if you're scared to leave the house because you don't want to go to the bathroom, talk to your doctors about having them refer you to a colon rectal surgeon and see the benefits that a colostomy or even an ileostomy would have. Okay? People go, oh, that's really gross. Well, it's no grosser than going to the bathroom, having a bowel movement through your rectum. You still have to clean yourself, but you just don't have to go through the trouble of transferring, having someone help you. You can do most of this on your own. I still have to have help because my arms are weak, but trust me, my caregivers have done a great job with me. And if your parents are your caregivers, or if you have a live-in caregiver like I do, it's going to make it much easier on them to handle you. So think about these things. Of course, I'm not giving any medical advice. The only thing that I'm asking you to do is to please talk to your doctors about this. Help them, or let them help you make a decision on whether or not this might be right for you. And I think the answers may surprise you. We at SMA News Today are bringing you this information because we hope that we're giving you the information to make your life better, along with your parents, your caregivers, and your friends. We do this because we enjoy giving you this information, because hopefully it's going to help you lead a better life. Those of us at SMA News Today hope that all of you have had a fantastic day. Do me a favor, this upcoming week, do something for someone else to make their life better, and do something for yourself to make your own life better. And if it means talking to your doctor, do it. You'll be glad you did. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to the SMA News Today YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Remember, we hope that all of you have had a good day, and I will talk to you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.